degrees, which is average. The humidity 36%. It's 17 degrees at Bankstown and Campbelltown, 16 at Penrith and Richmond. I'm Amy Kirsten. That's the latest Macquarie National News.
Now, live, right across Australia, the continuous call team and the country's most respected sports commentator, Ray Hadley.
Long-range field goal from Carney. Going towards the upright. Is it there? Yes, it is. 40 metres out. He breaks the deadlock.
Supported by a team of experts without peer. Bob Fulton.
Get a life. What's your problem? Fuck you.
Steve Roach.
Let's get down and boogie.
Daryl Broman.
I can do whatever
You can't.
I'm the big man.
And Tony McGay.
This bloke goes to a casting agency to do an audition. We said, I do bird impersonation. And he said, listen, son, you'll never get anywhere doing a bird impersonation. So the boy said, bugger you, he flew out the window.
The continuous call team, thanks to Holden, the Daily and Sunday Telegraph, OPSM, Harvey Norman, and Tyre Power. Weekend Detention.
Will the Treasurer confirm that chicken deaths will always be higher under a Liberal government than under a Labor government?
Honourable Member for Lindsay.
That question, barely a question, is pure poets and should be ruled out of order.
Celebrating 20 years in 2006.
And good afternoon and welcome. I'm Ray Hadley. Great to have your company with the continuous call team for Weekend Detention, the Sunday version thereof. Beautiful day in Sydney. Here at Aussie Stadium, the gates are not open yet, so we're the only ones inside the stadium, bar the Roosters cheerleaders who are performing down right in front of us at the moment. We're here for the Roosters-Parramatta game, a most important game for Parramatta. Of course, the Roosters can't make the top 8, but they're looking for win number 1,000 since they entered the competition in 1908. The referee is Homer Simpkins. The video referee is Stephen Nash. And there's another very good reason why the match is important to one particular TAB Sportsbet customer, and I can tell you that customer has had a restless night with the knowledge that a win by 9 points or more by Parramatta will net him in excess of $623,000. We are the continuous call team. It's good to have your company. Let's welcome the rest of the team right now. Blocker, of course, is on duty in New Zealand, as you'd probably appreciate. But in the studio with me, I've got the big man, I've got the vice-captain, and let's go straight to the big man right now. He's here. Big man.
Hi, Ray. Good afternoon, everybody. Tremendous week of living this week. A lot of good stuff, Ray. Went to Forbes and... went out last night. I told you this was a week where I might offer nothing this week.
You're just happy to be alive.
Well, after listening to Dr. Graham for the last hour and a half, I'm extremely happy to still be here.
I thought you were one of the open line callers, actually.
I heard the big man from Barden Ridge on the line. Doctor, I have a problem. Erectile dysfunction.
I've got ED.
I must admit there are some issues there, but anyway, let's not go into that. Ray, I intermittently got a chance to see bits and pieces of last night's clash.
Intermittently?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, let's go through, because you did announce to all and sundry, big man.
I'd have nothing this weekend.
Exactly. You've got the Penrith reunion tonight.
Yep.
And there's big news to that end.
Yes.
And I'll go through that a little bit later. Have you got the team there?
Yes, it's there, Ray.
Okay. The big man, excuse me, has been named as a likely prop in the Panthers Team of the Century, which is a bit hard because they've been only going since 67.
Team of Legends. Read it properly.
Oh,
Ray.
is it?
Team of Legends, not Team of the Century. And I'm very proud to be in that elite.
And what has he got some issue with that?
Well, it's a lady. And so the most confusing part, this seat of learning, the Charles Sturt University in Bathurst, the Vice-Chancellor listens to this rubbish.
Oh, well.
Right.
I mean, an educated person.
Let's go to the top. Let's go to the Chancellor. I'm not worried about the Vice-Chancellor. Let's just go straight to the Chancellor.
No, you don't understand. In university talk, the Vice-Chancellor is the Trump.
Why is she a Vice then? She should be just a Chancellor.
Exactly.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. It could be. I think it's a man. I don't know whether it's a man or woman anyway.
No.
Nobby.
Nobby, no.
Well, where do you put yourself?
I don't put
What
myself in it.
about Coach Shearns? You put yourself ahead of him? You couldn't possibly.
No,
he's happy to be alive.
He's happy to be alive. He's had...
Wait till tomorrow.
The Penrith reunion. We've got a new tiered box here at Aussie Stadium, and I've got to stand up to make sure they're in their positions. Yes, there they are, in the back stalls, while Bob and I are in the dress circle. Let's bid a very good afternoon to Stephen Blocker.
Good afternoon, Ray. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, it was a weird game. The Sharks up against the Penrith Panthers on the Sharks' home ground, I might add. A game that really lacked plenty of intensity. As we know, the Penrith Panthers went out to lead 8-0 then went to sleep, a couple of back-to-back.
It says, Peter Bedell's written it, that the NRL's 2 highest-ranking refereeing officials have been exposed for not completing key accreditation certificates when employed to coach the game's top whistleblowers. In a startling development, the Sunday Telegraph has discovered that referees boss Robert Finch and Chief Advisor Bill Harrigan failed to undertake study for accreditation required to instruct NRL match officials.
He hasn't. He's sort of.
No. He's not saying that. He's saying that he doesn't have a full-time job. He works 2 days as a consultant, but wants to become a permanent right-hand man in 2007. So he's saying that he'll quit his other roles, I suspect, involving Lowe's and the rest of it. But what he's saying is, my proposal to work full-time and become Robert's assistant coach, it would give me more involvement with young referees, which I don't have now. The package would have to be right. I mean, you know, it's just rather... And this is the story from the Sunday Telegraph in relation to the fact that 2 of these blokes, Bill Harrigan and Robert Finch... Now, this is the part where Harrigan says, Harrigan, the coach, greatest referee, plans to apply for accreditation next year. I don't have referee coaching accreditation, said Harrigan, a former policeman and trained negotiator. However, I do have levels 1 to 5 of referees' tickets. I'm the most experienced and decorated referee there's been in the game. I believe it puts... I mean, look, Bill, if we had to open the door at 6-8-2-8, you wouldn't get through the door with a head like that. I've never heard a referee give himself a bigger rap, publicly or privately. We know you've got level 1 to 5, and it's okay for Bob Fulton or Darryl Broman or Stephen Roach or someone else to say that you are the best referee the game's ever seen. But for you to say, I'm the most experienced and decorated referee that's been in the game, I think you need to have a good, long, hard look at yourself, mate. 131873 is that open line number, 2gb.com.
I've got to say, Ray, that I have had my differences of opinion with Billy over the years, but I do think that he'd be an asset in relation to being on the payroll full time. I really do, because I mean, where are they going to go with it? I mean, if he hasn't had the input that everybody has thought he had this year, and obviously he hasn't if he's only working 2 days a week, so who was actually coaching the referees? Robert Finch. Who?
Yeah, I didn't know
what is going on.
2 days. I thought he was working there on a semi-permanent basis. Jersey flag's underway here, by the way. 5 minutes gone. Roosters and Parramatta 0-all. 131873. Darren's on line 1. G'day, Darren.
G'day, Ray. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Mate, I've had a theory. Who's the biggest nuisance you know? He's in the bin at the moment.
Oh, Broman, you mean in terms of us?
Yeah. All right, now...
Well, he's a nuisance. He's a spoiler.
Well, these teams this year that haven't performed become nuisance value at the end of the season.
Yeah, the Roosters, and I guess to a certain extent West Tigers for St George Illawarra today, yes.
Well, they turn into champion sides, don't they?
Right, you just bounce from one to the other. What was that?
That was a plane. 131873 is the open line number, 2gb.com. Lee's on line 3, wants to talk to you, Darryl, for some inexplicable reason.
How you doing, Lee?
Hi, Darryl. How are you?
Oh, terrific, thanks. I'll put Australian on for you. You sound terrific today too, by the way, Lee.
Oh, do I? Thank you very much. So do you.
Thank you.
What I'm ringing for is because I'm a mad St George supporter, and I'm going down next weekend on Saturday night to watch St George and Cronulla play.
Yes.
I live up here on the Gold Coast.
Oh, beautiful. I go there for my holidays.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Lovely, lovely. Well, what I want to do, I've never been to the vinyl room before, but my girlfriend has, and she's taken me there next Friday night, and I want to have a drink with you.
Oh, Lee, I don't know if I can make it. Let me just, hold on, before we get started here, Lee.
Yeah?
Give us something.
He doesn't look like his voice.
Give me something about yourself. Like, have you got a partner?
No.
Took you a long time. Okay, no. How old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, you're going beautiful. What about assets? Give us something, measurements. Your assets.
What did you just say?
Assets. Up top, huge.
What about down bottom?
Little.
No.
Okay, you're my girl. I like Lee. She's outstanding. Well, look, I don't think I'll be able to make it, but I might make an exception. We'll just see how we go. Now, have you got gold passes? Because a big man gets free stuff.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about it. I just hear you talk about it all the time, and my girlfriend went there and she said, you've got to go. And I went, okay.
All right. So just you and you. What's your girlfriend's name?
Lisa.
Lee and Lisa. Okay. She's about the same, 39 as well, 40-ish?
Yes.
Hang on, this is not a dating service. It's a rugby league program.
Right. I'm in a strong relationship. I'm just trying to help these girls out. They're looking for some male company.
Who are you going to get there? Peggy with one leg or something?
Peggy will be there with belts on, don't you worry about it. Does it matter if the bloke hasn't got his whole body?
Ray can come too if you like.
Hey?
Ray would love to come too if you like.
No, Ray, we were supposed to go there last year, Ray. You were going to take the whole team there.
Okay. This is the date. I'm coming to the vinyl room with you on Saturday night after work, okay? You and me, Brayman.
I don't know whether I'm available this Saturday.
Why not?
Because Lee's going Friday.
I'm going Friday because I've
sorry.
on Saturday.
Okay. Friday night, you and me are going to the vinyl room. For sure. You and me. Okay?
Yeah,
all right.
I'm not sure if I could make it, Ray.
Well, can I go with Peggy then?
Yeah, Peggy'd love to go with you. He's got a lot of things in common.
You can wheel him in.
I know, he can hobble in. Peggy's got a lot of things in common with Ray. He's an idiot as well.
Anyway,
you'd love Peggy. I'll tell you what, Lee, if I am there, why don't you just leave your number at the switch?
No, listen, we won't be leaving numbers anywhere. Look, I'll tell you what we'll do, okay, for Lee.
Yeah.
You and I can't go, but what we'll do, can you ring...
Let's send the prawn.
No,
no, Prawn's going off in 5 months himself.
No. Can we ring the owners of the establishment?
Yes.
And get Lee and Lisa looked after?
Yes.
So that they get in,
yes.
They get freebies, and they get treated like VIPs. They don't have to wait outside.
Okay, leave it with me, Lee and Lisa. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
I'm not guaranteeing anything.
No,
they're pretty selective there. Like, you got to be a decent sort. You're not going to, let us down in that area, are you, Lee?
No, okay. I'm a decent sort of girl.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lee, well, you stay there.
You're in.
We'll get your details, your full name. We won't be getting phone numbers for Daryl, and we'll make sure that when you arrive at the door of the vinyl room on Friday night...
You won't have to line up.
You get straight in on the VIP
walk straight to
pass.
the front, mention my name.
Oh, excellent.
No, you'll be mentioning...
Then you'll get better.
Yeah, no, don't mention his name, Lee, please. Thanks, Lee.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice flight down from the Gold Coast. 20 points to 10, Parramatta over the Roosters. 27 away from full...
Robbie, I wanted to talk to...
Elsie, I'm here.
Right, love. Listen, do you think that Danny Madeira's tackle, or supposed to be high tackle, warranted a report?
I do, yeah. I do.
Was that bad?
Yeah, well, it wasn't that bad. I mean, they'll determine that, but I do think it needed to be put on report.
That's the one when he hit Matt Bowen, isn't
it? Yes, exactly, yes.
Well,
I mean, Bowen ended up having he had a cut lip attended to.
Oh, yeah.
So, obviously, and that happened in that incident.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'll have to swear.
I don't think, Elsie, that you should be too troubled about him serving any length of time. I think...
I don't think there will be any drama out of it, but
I
it
think
needed to be put on report.
It'll probably be, if it is, in fact, acted upon. Doesn't mean it will be acted upon.
Is he a clean skin?
I don't think he's got any carryover points, but I'll check. But I think it would be a grade one careless.
Oh, it worry me.
You'll
be right.
Just because he's on report doesn't mean they do anything else, Elsie. That doesn't necessarily mean they do something about it.
They'll have a look at it.
They have a look at it. But I mean, it needed to be pulled up and penalised, and I probably think that's as far as it'll go. But that's only me saying it. I don't know what else is going to happen.
Thank you.
Okay. See you, Elsie.
Thank you for that. I can settle down and listen.
You'll be right.
Settle down there, love.
See you, Els.
All right.
Now, what about that?
What? What's that all
I
about?
said, see you, Els. I like Elsie. Saying goodbye to her.
She doesn't like you. She's
We've
conveyed
had a few issues in the past.
She's conveyed that, yeah, because you're onto the vice captain and she loves the vice captain.
She does love him. Imagine if she knew him.
Here's a bit of trouble here for Parramatta as the Roosters go on an attack. About 21 to go. It's still Parramatta in front by 20 to 14, so plenty of time. Parramatta did lead 20 to 10. The Roosters just scored, and from the kickoff, they look like they might go close to scoring again. In fact, they have. 20 points to 18 with a kick to come from out wide on the eastern side of the field. 131873 is that open line number, 2GB.com. Click onto the feedback icon if you would like to join us.